Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to this highly requested video. As you can read from the title, I will be giving a fully detailed video on my journey through lupus. I'll let you know what lupus is, how it affects your body, and just basically just give you my entire experience through this entire journey. So for those of you that don't know what lupus is, it is an autoimmune disease that occurs when your body's immune system attacks its own tissues and organs. It affects your skin, brain, kidneys, muscles, it's some of everything, really, like literally everything. For those of you that don't know, I got diagnosed with lupus in July 2019. So it's been a year for me, and this has been the longest year of my life. It all started when I couldn't see out of my left eye. So like everything was just blurry on that side. I could see perfectly fine in my right eye, but my left eye was just kind of off. So I was like, okay, something ain't right. So I told my dad, I need you to take me to the hospital. I can't see out of my left eye. Got to the hospital. Blood pressure was through the roof. I found out that I had high blood pressure. I found that I was now anemic. And that I had 2 liters of fluid around my heart. So yeah, that's how it started. I was in the hospital for 8 days when I first got diagnosed. I had to first get this, I can't remember the name of the procedure, but it was like open heart surgery. Had to get this plug stuck up in me so that they can get all the fluid out. That plug stayed in me about 3 or 4 days, maybe 5. So I had to suck all of the fluid out of my heart. It was 2 liters of fluid, like I said. And then I had to get fluid sucked out of my lungs as well. But the procedure was as harsh for my lungs because there wasn't that much fluid. Just to let you guys in on certain things that lupus patients go through. One being fatigue. We are always tired. Like when I say 4 days out of the week, all I want to do is sleep. That's what it is. When I say I am tired, that's exactly what I mean. Not I'm just being lazy. No, I am tired. Another thing we go through is swelling. We are on a high dose of steroids. I take 50 milligrams of steroids a day. So when you see my face getting really swole or my stomach getting really swole, no, I am not pregnant. I am on steroids. I have lupus, and it's kind of annoying. Have to always explain that to people. But yeah, so we get very swollen. Recently, I went through the swelling phase with my legs, ankles, and feet, and it was horrible. Like, I really looked like a pregnant woman. Like, my feet were swollen, my stomach was big, face like super fat, and my legs and thighs were just everything was just so swollen, and it was painful as well. Another thing we go through is, oh my God, right now, and this gets very personal. This video is gonna get very personal. Right now I'm going through this overactive bladder phase. All through the night, I am waking up every hour to use the restroom. At work, I'm having to leave my classroom every hour to use the restroom. So yeah, it does affect your kidneys, and that plays a part in your kidneys as well. There are days where I have a fever for like 2 days and then it's over with. Like all night I am drenched in sweat. Do y'all know how aggravating that is? Waking up and your whole body is just drenched. And I go through that for 2 days, maybe 2 days out the month. My body is just sweating all the time, always hot. Yeah, we have these brain fogs. They're not minor at all. Sometimes I will go into panic mode that my brain fog is so bad. One time I forgot how to turn on my shower. Brain fogs, you forget how to do something that you know you've always done, that you should know how to do all the time, that you shouldn't forget. So yeah, I forgot how to turn on the shower, and I went into panic mode. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I do this every day. What is going on? So I began to sweat and just get really panicky and really worried, and then boom, my mind is back to normal. So yeah, it's scary. It's really scary. Oh, and another thing, it doesn't affect everyone's skin. I noticed that just from befriending people that also have lupus, but it did affect mine. It started out as just little small bumps, and then eventually they started itching. I never had chicken pox, But I can imagine that is what chickenpox feel like. They started itching real bad. First, they started out like on my face a little bit, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just breaking out. But no. And then it started growing to my neck and down to my chest. And before you know it, my body is covered in these little red spots. Like I said, they look like chickenpox, and they feel like chickenpox. And I'm just itching all night, all day. It was driving me crazy. And then eventually my whole body was covered in stuff, from my forehead down to my toes. On my hands, you know how it feels when your hands itch? That's a different type of itch. Your hands and your feet, that is a different type of itch. So yeah, my hands were itching, chest, back, thighs, arms, legs, toes, feet, just everything was just itching all day long. So after the bumps, it became very flaky. I had started to look like a burn victim. So yeah, it got really red, still itching. Went to the doctor, and they gave me steroid, like the steroid ointment that people with eczema use. I started to use that. It slightly worked, but the itching, it wasn't itching as bad as it was at first. So eventually the flakes went away. My whole body began to peel. Very aggravating. All day I'm peeling my skin, just peeling everything, just peeling. At the time I wasn't working. Really, I was probably working like 2 days a week. So those days at work that I did work, I was working at Sephora. Those days I did work, it was awful, and I was just so ready to go home every day because I'm sitting there itching at work. I have clients, I have customers I have to tend to. I'm walking off, going to the bathroom so I can scratch because it was that bad. So yeah, after I got done peeling, my body just turned into this. If you see pictures of me, you see me in person, you see how my skin look. Another thing that's very aggravating is how people just stare at my skin. I would much rather prefer that you ask, why is your skin like that? Do you mind telling me why your skin like that? But they don't. They just sit there and look. I got used to it. But yeah, so it affected my skin. It gets me very swollen sometimes. The fatigue, brain fogs, the kidney. I'm going through the kidney issue right now. Recently had a kidney biopsy. Waiting on the results to see what exactly is the issue and what do I need to do, or do I need to have any other procedures done, or what? I don't know. Being on steroids, my appetite is through the roof. I'm eating all day. I eat breakfast, and about an hour later, I'm like, what do I want to eat now? So I'm eating all day. But here's the funny part. There are days, maybe like 3 days out the week, like 3 days in a row, where I have no appetite at all. I want to eat, but my body will not let me. It's like I don't have an appetite. So that's another thing we go through, the change of appetite. Also, I have these chest spasms, the heart spasms. Last time I was in the hospital, the doctor told me, you had a heart attack, but not the bad kind. What? There is nothing but a bad kind. There is no good kind. So yeah, it all gets so aggravating and overwhelming. But yeah, it told me I had a heart attack. Oh wow. It wasn't my first, because I went through that before, but this time it was worse. But yeah, he said it wasn't the bad kind, so I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. Everything is just so tricky. I have those times where I go into remission, where I'm not experiencing any symptoms at all, and that is like, that makes my soul smile, like seriously. And then when I come out of remission, every symptom there is hits me at once, like a wrecking ball. It all hits me at one time, and that's the worst. So when I go into remission, I'm happy, but I'm like, dang, when I get out of remission, I'm about to go through it. So yeah, having lupus has more downs than up, but it does have its ups and downs. It does affect you mentally. When I first got it, I was just feeling like, oh my God, my skin, look at my skin. And if you know me, I'm someone that cares about how I look. So once my skin started transitioning, I'm like, oh no, this is not happening to me. This is not happening to me. So I started to feel a little physically insecure. I was like, dang, I gotta wear makeup now. Like, I wear makeup for fun, but once my skin started changing, I was like, I felt like I had to wear it. So yeah, my face, it was, my skin on my face, it was messed up as well, but it's actually coming back to light. I don't know, maybe this is just gonna eventually go away. But my legs and my arms, stomach, and all of that is still dark spots, like a bunch of dark spots. There are days where I just always want something cold, like ice or ice water. But I am anemic, so that probably plays a part in that. But yeah, I just wake up in the middle of the night and I just want something cold, like just freezing cold. But here's another trick thing. Lupus also affects your dental. Having something too cold against my teeth, oh my God, it's very painful. Like, and I just have to sit through it and just take it until the feeling goes away. But I'm so hard-headed, I'm gonna still drink it. I'm gonna still eat ice, anything that's cold, even though I know what it does to me. It's so many different factors, so many different symptoms. I can't even think of everything right now. But I did name most of the things that we go through. I know a lot of lupus patients that are not able to work. Thank God I'm still able to work. But I know a lot of them cannot even go to work because they go through so many different symptoms that it could affect how they work. So yeah, thank God I'm able to work. Another thing, we do get sores in unwanted places, sores and rashes. And we have antibiotics to fix that problem. But yeah, like I said, it gets so uncomfortable having lupus, and it's like, ugh, it gets kind of gross sometimes. But yeah, having lupus is really a life-changing situation. There's a lot of things that I used to be able to do that I cannot do anymore. I used to be a cheerleader. I was in gymnastics. I could flip, split. I used to do yoga. All that stuff, no longer can do it. My body just will not allow me to do any of those things anymore. First of all, I can't do anything like working out and stuff because I get tired too fast, way too fast. My body aches. So it's just a lot of things you can't do anymore that you used to be able to do before you get lupus. So yeah, it does affect your life tremendously. For those of you wondering, it affects your life tremendously. Does it affect your dating life and social life? Kind of, sort of. Everybody doesn't understand what you go through with lupus. They always think you're like just BSing. Or some people are just not empathetic enough to understand. So yeah, it can affect your dating life, social life, with friends, and all that good stuff. But I'm one of those people that's kind of just going through the changes now. Just, it is what it is at this point. Sometimes I don't even like going to a doctor's appointment because I be like, dang, they're going to keep me for a few days because my blood pressure is up. When I see that my blood pressure is up, I already know, okay, I'm going to be here a few days. And that sucks. Like, I hate it. Sometimes I don't even go to the doctor because I'm like, I can't mentally, I can't be in the hospital right now. My mind's just not gonna let me do that right now. So I'll miss a doctor's appointment. Like, God honest truth, because I don't want to sit in there for days. It's depressing. It's very depressing. So yeah, we go through different struggles mentally. Some days I just wake up, when I'm going through certain symptoms, I just wake up crying. Like, I gotta go through this bull crap today. Like, I just don't want to go through this today. And then I have some of those days where it's just wonderful. No symptoms, no flares, just nothing. And those are the best days. But over the time period, I have gotten used to the swelling, the headaches, migraines, high blood pressure. Yeah, I've gotten used to the symptoms. But I've heard that it gets better. But when? I don't know. But yeah, I know some people that's been in remission for years. Must be nice. I go into remission probably for like 2 weeks. And then I'm back to feeling fatigue, migraines, blood pressure up, no appetite, body swelling up. So yeah, it's all just, you just never know how your day is gonna go. Another thing that will scare you, they're always telling us, if you're trying to have kids right now, just put a hold on it because the different medicines that we have to be on, they say can kill a child. So yeah, there's that. Not trying to have any kids anytime soon. It would be nice to, but my health comes first. So yeah, we do have fertility issues. But yeah, so there's just a little intake on my journey through lupus. If anybody have any questions, feel free to ask me. If you follow me on social media, you can ask me there. I'm an open book. I don't mind. If you know anyone with lupus, and they just need that encouragement. I'm here. I am free to talk, listen, give advice. And yeah, that's what it is. So thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me through social media as well.